Greetings, Earthlings. Welcome to 7th Street. Today we're asking the question, why doesn't anyone reference this film?
God help me!
I'm inquiring, of course, about the often misidentified cult classic, The Devil's Gift. The Devil's Gift is a 1984 horror film about a demonic monkey toy that terrorizes a boy and his single father. This film has suffered one of the most unusual existences in film history. Originally, the film had started out as a quirky little student film, but then soon after the DP was fired and the ambitious production carried on. After the film was completed, it was picked up by Vestron Video and had a moderately successful release to home video. Unfortunately, not long after that, people started to notice that the film's plot is similar to the Stephen King short story The Monkey, leading to copyright issues and some believing that the filmmakers plagiarized the story.
All right. Who's the wise guy?
The film never really had another home video release. There it sat in obscurity for over a decade. That was until the original filmmaker decided to re-edit the film into Merlin's Shop of Magical Wonders, a horror anthology film aimed towards children. In addition to removing the more violent sequences of the original film, there are complete subplots that are totally missing here. The entire plot line with Susan being possessed by the demon is missing, leading to her just sort of vanishing from the film. The Merlin version also integrates the film's framing device around Merlin trying to get this monkey toy back. Most people recognize the demonic cymbal-banging monkey from Merlin's Shop of Magical Wonders, as it was featured in one of the more popular episodes of Mystery Science Theater 3000. I know the first time I saw it was on MST3K, but even as a 13-year-old, I knew something was off about the film. Why the hell does the picture quality suddenly change? Why is the kid wearing an E.T. shirt? I mean, the film was obviously shot in the early 80s, and then the rest of the film was obviously shot in the 90s. I knew that something was off about the film.
Now, time to die.
I also have a script called Chinatown, but I don't like it as much.
After doing a little research on the film, I was able to find out about The Devil's Gift and its strange history. Luckily for me, I was able to find a VHS copy at Movie Madness here in Portland, Oregon. And you know something? I actually like this movie. It's a perfectly fine 80s horror movie. There are some really tense scenes with some nice camera work and decent editing. The final assault scene works really well, even though you can see it coming from a mile away.
Dad, look! Isn't it darling?
I mean, I'm probably a little biased here. Merlin's Shop of Magical Wonders is one of my favorite MST3K episodes. I can remember falling asleep to this movie on a nightly basis when I was like 13 years old. I guess it's sort of like a comfort movie for me or something.
Traffic's pretty light, he should be fine.
This guy is just wearing jogging shorts.
I loved that episode so much that I got my very own demonic thrift store monkey. This film is not perfect by any means, but it is fairly well made. Certainly for the budget it had and lack of experience on the crew, The Devil's Gift deserves a Blu-ray release. It's too good to just be the second story in Merlin's Shop of Magical Wonders. There are a handful of really cool companies out there like Severin releasing underrated cult classics to Blu-ray. I really hope that someone like that looks into acquiring the rights to this film. It's long overdue. If you're a fan of 80s horror movies or a die-hard Misty, you owe it to yourself to see this movie. Right? It'll leave you asking yourself, why doesn't anyone reference this film?
Rock and roll Martian. Rock and roll Martian.